This is a message for Shoykot Chakrabarti, who is running for Nancy Pelosi's old seat, and I think it's California 11. I saw that he posted on his Upscrolled account, which, by the way, shout out to Upscrolled. Get on Upscrolled if you're not already. An article from The Hill that said, could the next AOC emerge out of San Francisco? I don't want you to be the next AOC, okay? And neither does anyone on the left. We want you to be what AOC was supposed to be. Now, many people don't know that Shoykot Chakrabarti actually worked for AOC when she was first in Congress. And then within a couple of months, it was pretty quick, she booted him, along with another one of her staffers named Trent Corbin, I'm pretty sure. Now, I don't know the real story as to why he left her office. I've heard different things. But suffice it to say, she was base when she went in, and then shortly after he left is when she did a pivot and started capitulating to the establishment. See, some of us remember, here's me back in 2018. I bought the paper with her on it after she won because I was so excited and I felt like it was a historic change. I remember how hopeful I felt, like this was the start of something new. I'm not saying this to be a dick or to shit on AOC. I am just stating the facts, ma'am. AOC, before she got elected, said she was gonna go in there and cause a ruckus, that she didn't care if she was a one-term congressperson. It was about taking on the establishment. Yeah, she didn't do any of that. She went in there, she got yelled at, people were really mean to her, really disrespectful, and she bent the knee. People will sometimes criticize other Justice Democrats or progressives who got elected and then got ousted, like Jamal Bowman or Cori Bush or Marie Newman. And I submit to them, no bro, the reason why AOC got accepted was because she capitulated to the establishment. That was the choice. It was, if you're not a Zionist and you don't capitulate to the establishment, then they will rain holy hell down on you, primary you, and raise millions against you. Or you can bend the knee to them, pose for photo shoots with Genocide Joe, and lie at the DNC and say Kamala Harris was working tirelessly for a ceasefire. Be a liberal Zionist who lies and smears pro-Palestine protesters, and then they will leave you alone. That is what happened to AOC. So no, I do not want another AOC. I want someone who is actually going to take on the establishment, not play patty cakes with them, not constantly compromise your own stated values because you want to be a team player or you want some committee assignment they're not going to give you. Because even with all of AOC selling out and compromises, they still hate her. They still undermined her and humiliated her when she was trying to get that position. I think it was House Oversight Chair. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again because people love to misunderstand. I am not saying that AOC is anywhere near the worst person that we have in Congress. She has some very good policy positions, and there are certainly way worse people in there than her. But if we're talking about who to aspire to, no, I don't want you to aspire to her. Because to me, first of all, her foreign policy is trash. Did you not see her answers at the Munich Security Conference? Trash. Of course, because we have a deranged Zionist media, all they did was attack her for the one right and correct thing that she said, which was that there's a genocide in Gaza. But even that annoyed me because she talked about it like the US isn't actively complicit in funding it. And again, her answers on Venezuela and Taiwan were ridiculous. But even aside from wherever she stands on policy, AOC made it pretty clear within a few years of being in Congress that she was interested in elevating her career, that it was about angling and trying to work from the inside and get committee assignments and cozy up to Biden. She is very calculating and she's very interested in running for president and elevating her career. Now, I'm not even necessarily saying that's a bad thing. She's a politician. Politicians are going to politician. But what I am saying is this. I want someone to go in there and take it much fucking further than she did. I'm tired of people acting like AOC is such this insane leftist. She's really not. She's a liberal Zionist with some progressive positions, okay? She just seems radical left to you guys because this country's moved so fucking far to the right. I am not interested in somebody going into Congress, again, another person to talk about some, oh, we need to give the Israeli regime an Iron Dome defensive weapon. No. The Democrats love to tout bipartisanship and how AOC said, all of us are standing strong together and on the same page. She said something to the effect of like, we're unified. Your unity is fucking overrated, okay? I don't want you to be on the same page as Mark Warner, who was cheering the idea of regime change in Iran today. Unity or bipartisanship in and of themselves are not fucking virtues. United around what? I would really love to see someone who was adversarial to the establishment, actually. For the love of God, can we get a fighter? Can we get somebody who's actually antagonistic to the establishment? You know what I'm tired of? Weakness, okay? I want somebody who is going to go there and be fucking strong and have vision and not be constantly scared of their own fucking shadow. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask?